Yo, what's up? This is the Jackal from the Eli Frequency Podcast. Thank you for joining me. You could have been anywhere in the world right now, but you chose to take this time to spend it with me, and I appreciate that. So as not to waste it, let's get to it. What we talking about? We talking about Remy Ma and her network producing a movie about a CO turned rapper, and Rick Ross sending her a cease and desist because he's obviously upset about it. So before we get into it, let's get to it. Check it out.
Music is the only thing that's keeping me from the other side of that fence.
So what, you're trying to be a rapper now?
So what I was thinking was take a little bit of his lifestyle and get a rap game something authentic.
Me is booking one ways, Houston to LAX, no luggage.
We never disclosed that information anywhere. The only way he would have known about that was if he was there.
May you take this time and reflect on the decisions that you make.
You gotta do now is work on your rap name. What if we called you C.O. Popo?
Rapper thing, I don't know. I think when God was mapping out my life, somebody messed up the cards and they knew it was something with dealing with the people and talking. But it's okay. We're going to get there because I got my own TV show and it's going to be on the Remy Network. Yep. I got my own talk show coming to the Remy Network.
The chances.
Yeah, so you just saw what happened with that. And so what y'all think? I mean, Rick Ross sent her a cease and desist so she would not have to, so she could not produce that movie. And she could have fought it, but it doesn't seem like she thought it through a lot, because if he can send her a cease and desist, because evidently she used the name the biggest boss, and he apparently has that phrase or name trademarked. So if that's the case, he on solid ground. But she should have did her due diligence before she even tried to produce this movie. So she put out a statement saying that she will not do the movie. She's taking it off the network, and she did not know that she infringed on his namesake, and it really didn't have anything to do with him. And she had a relationship with him for 20 years, and she would never do anything to harm his branding or name or image sake. So it seemed like she got scared straight. Her rep said that she made a phone call to him and they got it taken care of. And so she's not producing it. She said she would never do anything like that. But it's pretty much impossible for something like that to go through and you not know about it. She thought she was going under the radar, point blank. Now, there are thoughts with regard to Rick Ross being or having a friendship with Clarissa Shields. And y'all know Clarissa Shields is with Remy's ex-husband, Papoose, and they've been having an ongoing beef. So I don't know. It's a sneaky situation. There's no way Remy could have been involved with this and not thought of the correlation between Rick Ross and this movie. So I think she's being a little disingenuous with regard to her not knowing it or whatever that is. Now, who do you think is going to look at this and be like, that's a good idea? 50 Cent. That would be a great movie for 50 Cent. Now you have people in there like Brick and DJ, who was the winner of the rap battle, if y'all remember. But so I was looking at it like, oh, okay, I like all these people in here, so this might be good right here. But so 50 Cent, if he likes it, he could purchase it or purchase the rights or whatever from Remy and then produce it on his own. However, they would have to change some things. Like if they're saying the biggest boss and all that, they would have to retitle that or relabel that. And so they would have to make some adjustments. But Rick Ross could not stop them from doing a movie about a CEO turned into a rapper. You know, they just can't be using the name The Biggest Boss if it's trademarked for him. Which is coincidentally funny or interesting because Rick Ross stole his namesake and image from a real drug dealer, ex-drug dealer, Freeway Ross, or Freeway Ricky Ross. And so for him to go after somebody else, but he won that lawsuit because Freeway Ricky Ross did not trademark his name. And so Rick Ross trademarked his stolen name. Since the other guy didn't trademark it, now somebody else can't use it. It's crazy, right? However, they can use the story and everybody would knows who that is. And he could just he can just read Slick Ross or Prick Ross or you know what I'm saying, whatever. And people would know exactly what we're talking about. But I think that'd be a good story. I mean, if we being honest, I think Rick Ross should have jumped out ahead and made his own story. Excuse me. I think Rick Ross should jump out ahead and create his own story. You can make it look all right to come from a CEO or a CO to being a rapper, talking about drugs and all that stuff. You can embellish that to be whatever you want, but I think it's a good idea for him to come out with that story so he can get in front of it. Because if you think about it, man, 50, I mean, people will watch that. I was interested in watching it as soon as I seen the promo for it. So I just wonder what's going to happen from here, because I don't think 50 Cent is going to leave that alone. So I'm sure probably today there will be something out with regard to 50 Cent speaking on this. So I think it's interesting. I think it's pretty funny with everything else that's going on right now. Rick Ross, I'm sure he didn't see this coming, but he jumped right on it with the lawyers. And Remy Ma, of course, got scared and backed down, which is interesting also because when it comes to battle rap, she does not back down. She stands 10 toes. I remember Smack sent her a cease and desist when she was having Easy the Block Captain, you know, her boo. When she first had him rapping on her platform, he sent a cease and desist, and she was like, "Look, I got lawyers too. We can go at it." And she stood 10 toes down and she did the battle anyway. So I thought that was upstanding of her. But this time, as soon as he sent it, she wasn't playing around. She was like, "All right, my bad. I'm sorry. I'll take it off." Called him, put out a statement, all kind of stuff. So she was really like, I'm hands up. I surrender. But you know who won't surrender? 50 Cent won't surrender. So be interesting to see what happens and if he picks this up or not. But I really want to see that show. So yeah. In a world that evolves in all ways, make sure that your foundation is eternal love always. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I'm on the frequency. And until then, please be safe and Eli frequently. Peace. You looking good, Ma. How you doing?
I'm fine.
That's good. My name's CDN. What's your name?
My name's Hadilla.
It's a beautiful name, but I just call you Hot.
I guess you can.
So what would it take for a man like me to get with a woman as fine as you?
You really want to know what it takes to get with a girl like me?
For sure. Your gravity, bringing them strings. Yeah, let's add some emotion to this scene.